The Fast Track Recognized Solution Architect program recognizes talented architects at Microsoft partners around the world. There are only 27 of these people. Could you be the 28th? Today you're going to hear from two of these people on the selection process.
Oh, it was intense. It was an intense process.
What makes this award unique?
There's no other award out there that recognizes you as an architect.
And the benefits that they got from it.
The swag box alone was, something I've never seen before.
If you've got a problem with anything, you can take it to the right people to get the right answer. And that's the biggest thing of being the fast track to me.
On Power CAT Live. Welcome to Power CAT Live. My name is Phil Topness from Microsoft's Power CAT team, and I'm here with my fellow Power CAT, Akansha Gawade. Hey, Akansha.
Hi.
So we're going to talk about the Fast Track Recognized Solution Architect program, but first, tell us a little bit about your role into the team and what you've done at Microsoft.
I've been at Microsoft for 9 years. I worked in MCS, in consulting services, and I'm super passionate about Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Virtual Agents, the Power products, but also how partners use it. So my current role is a bit focused on that and making sure that the products are working in the best possible way for our partners.
One of the things you manage as part of that is the Fast Track Recognized Solution Architect program. What is the program?
Yes, thank you. That is a long name, and the acronym is FTRSA, but it is a program built for us to recognize those unique individuals at our partner companies, right, that are super customer obsessed, that are obsessed about implementing the product in the best possible way. They're usually the architects that get assigned on a project. They're day in, day out, working on multiple different projects, building resources, tools, and usually they won't be the ones raising their hand and saying, hey, look at what an awesome job I did. But we're able to see them through the telemetry. We're able to see them by actually meeting with them.
The folks that are lucky enough to be awarded Fast Track Recognized Solution Architect, what benefits do they get out of the program?
Yes, after hopefully a fairly thorough way of vetting them, we do reward them for the good work they have done, right? And that includes a really amazing goodie box. So we do send them lots of cool swag. The other thing that we do provide is a VIP pass to Microsoft Business Application Summit. They also then, every quarter, a chance to meet with engineering leaders to continue shaping the product. We also have our engineering leader, James Phillips, who sends out an email out to all of the practice leads of these architects that, hey, your resource has received its recognition, and we're very happy to have them as one of our key users.
You've set us up with a couple Fast Track Recognized Solution Architects that we can talk to. So let's hear from them. So first up, we have Claire Edgson, the Global Power Platform Technical Lead for Avanade and a Fast Track Recognized Solution Architect. Hi, Claire.
Hiya, how you doing?
Good. So why did you pursue this program then, becoming a Fast Track Recognized Solution Architect?
Well, I'd spent lots of time around Dynamics in previous work, and then I got really interested in what the Power Platform did. So I'm not a coder, but I love what it could do and how it fitted across all the different technologies. And as a platform, not an app, as a platform, it really grabbed me, and I thought I want to be in the middle of this and help drive it.
And so when you decided to apply for this program, what was the application process like?
For me, it was more about the fact this showed technical architect skill. There's no other award out there that recognizes you as an architect. And that really appealed to me, but also to show the experience and the hard work the team had done that year to showcase what we'd managed to achieve with a very young team. And
it really does do that. It drills into those projects. How did you convince your company that this was valuable to pursue?
I was able to show what Microsoft had done for the company, basically uplift the company gets, being able to bring the sales time to the company. So the company saw value in that this was going to bring more of the Microsoft customers to us if we had at least a fast track.
So when you were able to start applying, what was that process like?
So it was a bit unknown. It was the very first year of Power Platform. Now, obviously, the other technologies had been there. Akansha was great at being able to explain what the hell was going on. So we applied for it. Then it went really quiet. And you thought, how do we hear anything? Then we got this great interview. So it was 2 or 3 people on the interview. And what I loved was it really got into the detail, the technology, the projects that we'd done. but not looking at it as a dev. Too many people want to know what a dev does. This was the whole breadth, which is what I really enjoyed. We went way over on our time on the interview.
That's great.
So we looked at the projects, we looked at the integrations, we looked at the real problems and what went well and what didn't. But we also looked at how we fitted around the other Microsoft stacks, which was real good fun.
A really comprehensive view of a complex project.
Definitely.
And then what happened after you're selected? How did you find out? What happened then?
Got a little email in the morning, and then a series of little emails from various Microsoft people. And obviously got to tell the boss that we'd finally been awarded it, because to me it was a team effort.
Of course.
Without our new junior developers we'd spent the year working with, we wouldn't have got to the point we could have had the project.
I like that perspective. It really is the results of a team's worth of effort, because these are large projects.
Yeah.
And so what was your boss's reaction, and what happened to your career after getting this?
So no, Avanade were quite happy to grab me, and they've already understood the benefit of the fast tracks. And my role now is supporting the other fast tracks we have in the company, as well as all the other senior SAs. So it's been, I was running a big team in the previous company, but now I'm looking after a much bigger group of people, and working with the Power Cats every day.
That's and that is part of the connection, right? Is a very tight connection with Power CAT, and these are some of the most trusted architects that we have out there.
And that's what I love about this role that I've got now, is I'm working with Power Cats in every customer job. We've got regular cadence directly with the Microsoft team. You've got a problem with anything, you can take it to the right people to get the right answer. And that's the biggest thing of being the fast track to me. You can make a difference. That's it to me.
And so what advice would you have for people that are considering going down this path?
So it's definitely worth applying for, but for me, you should really understand the breadth of the platform. So if you come from the dynamic space, go and look at the SharePoint side, go and look at standalone Power Apps. And the biggest thing I find for people who go, I want to have a go at this, is they don't understand the integrations. So you come from SharePoint, understand Dynamics. Dynamics, understand the integrations. We've got virtual tables. They're fantastic now. We've got lots of really good ways to talk to the other products. So I don't want somebody who just develops Canvas apps. I want people to understand what we can do to fit around everybody.
That is fantastic advice, and fantastic advice for going through the selection process as well. That will really make you stand out. Well, Claire, thanks for taking the time to talk about your journey to become a fast track recognized solution architect. And it sounds like it's really paid off for you.
Definitely.
And so now we're going to talk with another fast track recognized solution architect. I'm here with Bruce Sitole. He's the founder of 365 Mechanics. Hey, Bruce.
Hey, Phil. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for being here. Why did you decide to become a fast track recognized solution architect?
It was actually a bit of a nudge from a couple of customers where some of us as consultants, we played down some of our skill sets, and a lot of customers I thought they were just trying to stroke my ego. They're telling me, Bruce, you're quite good.
Get a discount.
Yeah, exactly. They were like, oh, you do really well. We've worked with some other people who aren't as good, and you should be, pursue or get better recognition per se. And then that's when I found out of a fast track solution architect, and then we worked on one engagement with Microsoft, and then the nomination process kicked off. So it was really a nudge from a lot of the customers actually.
Well, we're glad you did it. What was that process like, going through the nomination and selection?
Oh, it was intense. It was an intense process. Like had a couple of interviews or catch-ups with some of the smarts people there at Microsoft, and what I found really interesting was with some solution architecture or some different solutions, there's not only one answer.
Oh yeah.
And some of the questions were, did you ever consider this, or why didn't you do that? So to show that coverage was like on the spot there.
Yeah.
It was a great experience. It was pretty intense.
And now, since you've gotten the award, what's happened to your career and your path forward?
Coincidentally, I'd obviously founded 365 Mechanics, but that's also been great then in terms of us as a company growing and getting more recognition from Microsoft. So we're kind of trusted to deliver these solutions for our customers. So it's been great getting the recognition and acknowledgement too.
And so if there are people watching this that are considering going down this path, and running the gauntlet of interviews that you described, what do you suggest?
Absolutely. I'd say go for it. A lot of people usually in tech too are a bit more introverted or kind of play down their skill sets. 100%. I'd say if you've been doing this for a while, you've got that experience, you've got that confidence, and you probably kind of know deep down. I'd say definitely go for it. Like even just the the swag box alone was something I've never seen before. That was totally awesome. So
talk about that then. What happened if you're selected?
Oh well, yeah. If you're selected, like the swag box is the biggest box I've ever seen in my life, and it's got this jacket which actually some people reckon I look like a cop when I wear that jacket, which is awesome.
Further authority from the award.
Further authority, yeah. When I wear this jacket, it means it's serious business now. You get the recognition acknowledgement email too from James, and it's just a whole nice kind of community around it and access to various NDA content. So we're helping shape the product too and the platform, but also helping navigate our customers, through what's coming too and where they should be heading towards. So yeah, it's really great just being so involved and getting your opinions heard.
And I think it's worth saying that from the product group side, that feedback is super valuable. So it's definitely both sides get value out of this relationship.
Yeah.
And I think it's also worth noting that you just referred to James Phillips, who runs all of the business applications for Microsoft. You just refer to him as James. So that's the level we're talking about with Fast Track Recognized Solution Architect.
Exactly. Yeah, just good old James here. No, it is all that shell shock initially too, where it's like, are they talking to me specifically? Is this just like it is good to get awareness and an acknowledgement from all the way through the Microsoft channels here.
It's a very small elite group. Thank you for talking about it. We're so glad that you went through all of it, and thanks for sharing what the journey was like.
Oh, it's been great. It's been my pleasure, Phil. Thanks a lot for having me.
Thanks, Bruce and Claire, for sharing your experience with us. If people are watching Akansha, what should they do next if they're interested in becoming a Fast Track Recognized Solution Architect?
Yep, I highly recommend you to go on our websites. Please go to powerapps.com, powerbi.com, or even Dynamics. And under the Partner tab, you will see information on how to apply to become a Fast Track Recognized Solution Architect. Please go ahead and click there. Specifically, we are looking to grow our Power FTRSA group this particular year. And if you are a passionate Power user, Power Platform, even specifically Power Apps, Automate or Virtual Agent, please go ahead and apply. Microsoft has also been in the RPA market for a little under 2 years. So this particular year, we're actually going to be launching our FTRSA for RPA.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you are an avid desktop flow user, or if you're one of the key architects in the RPA practice, and you're now venturing your way into Power Platform through Power Automate, you're probably a very good candidate for the Power Automate FTRSA program as well.
The chance to be part of the very first group of RPA Fast Track Architects. Well, thanks for the time, Akansha, and I hope a lot of people watching will go and submit to this program so that we can beat them.